What?
What's up, y'all? Today we're doing another element eval, and we're talking tree stands. This is the HAWK Helium XL. First things first, there's a few things that I didn't really like about this stand. One being the fact that my seat pad, although comfy, broke about halfway through the season. The straps were strong, but not strong enough. They're Velcro, so they stay together well, but the stitching came out. What's the deal with that? Another thing that kind of bugged me is that this stand I bought for run and gun purposes, right? So you're going to strap this thing on your back, put a bunch of stuff on it, and go to the woods. The backpack straps, for one thing, are just cloth, all right? Not very comfy, doesn't distribute the weight well across your body. Another thing is they come with these little plastic buckles that hold the strap in place. Those fell off like in no time, okay? I ended up having to tie knots on it to get the strap to stay on the stand. Although this stand is light for its size, it's still kind of big. And I know that's not really something to complain about, but it's really one of the smallest stands they have in their line. It's 12.5 pounds, which is pretty light either way, but I found it to be pretty bulky trying to carry this thing through the woods, through the trees, through the grass, through the vines, getting everything caught on it on the way. It's wider than my shoulders are, so when I'm walking through the woods down a trail, I think I've got a path clear, and I don't. Another thing that I really didn't like about this stand is that it doesn't do good on small trees. You can see the width right here. If the tree's any smaller than that, and I like to hang on some pretty small trees, it doesn't work well at all. It ends up twisting, contorting, and I had to go get an extra ratchet strap for situations like that because the strap that they have on here is a cinch strap system, okay? You put this thing around the tree, tighten it down, and then push down the stand, and it's supposed to grab a hold of the tree. Kind of works, kind of doesn't. I did notice that whenever I'd get in the stand and stand on the platform, this tree digger thing right here would actually lean out from the tree. I never had any issues with it, but it didn't make me feel very secure seeing that my stand really wasn't connected to the tree well. Another thing I noticed when I was in the tree in the stand is that it's not the quietest.
Hey dear. Hey dear. Look at me, dear. Look.
I don't know if I need to go back like this postseason and do some maintenance or something, which might very well be the case, but when I would lean or contort or look around the tree or what have you, I could hear some squeaks, and I had to learn how to move in the stand so that it wouldn't squeak and wouldn't spook deer. Another thing that's kind of noisy about it is if I hadn't added this extra little bitty bungee right here on this seat, when you're walking through the woods, that thing bangs a little bit, makes a little bit of racket. So it's kind of easily resolvable though with one of these little small bungees. You just put it around there, it don't move no more. Now the good. Like I said, it's only 12 pounds, which is really great for a big stand like this. And I know I complained about the size of it, but once you get it hung in the tree, it's really nice to have that huge platform that you feel plenty roomy enough to walk around, or not walk around, but kind of rotisserie up in the tree and look around. So all in all, I enjoy the size of the platform. It's just not great to walk through the woods with. I also like the mesh design of the grate. Your boots really get in and get a good grab on this. You don't ever feel like you're slipping and sliding around in the tree stand. Nobody wants to slip and slide in a tree because you end up hanging from a harness, and that is no good. Another thing I did like about it too is it only requires one strap if the tree's big enough. You put this one cinch strap around it, cinch it down, push the stand down, and it grabs a hold pretty good once you bring the platform down. So you don't have to mess with any extra ratchet straps. This thing doesn't ratchet and make a bunch of noise. Now it can clank, but like I said before, put a little black tape on it, you're good to go. Another thing I did really like about the stand is that this seat pad, although it's broken, is very, very, very comfortable. I sat 5 or 6 all-day sits this year. Just a couple things that I'd like to change or mess with or mix up a little bit just to kind of do some off-season repairs. You can see somewhere on here I actually got a little blood on this stand, so I had some success somewhere along the way, so that was cool. One tip that I would tell you, and this comes from experience, I am the king of dropping things from the tree stand, okay? I always do it. Coffee mugs, beanies, jackets, boots, socks, everything. I've done it all, okay? One time I dropped my seat pad and I could not get down because we had deer all over us, and I ended up sitting on this grate, not comfy. So, my tip for you, do everything that you need to do to get set up, then take your seat pad off of your backpack and put it on, and that'd be the last thing you do to set up. And you'll guaranteed have a much more comfy sit than if you were sitting on this grate.